Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's now May of 1943. Things are pretty quiet. I threatened the Spanish with war and they gave me a massive payday. They're apparently sitting on a lot of money. They're not anymore. They also have a battleship. I have successfully turned our relations with, not everybody, but most people who aren't Britain and France negative. I am possibly going to threaten Germany because everybody hates them. They are still at war with Russia, though. But we might be able to grab southern Norway or something like that, which is not a terrible thing for us to grab. But really, I need to start eliminating countries. That's what we need to do. And if they're a small, weaker country, then I think that's what we need to be doing. All right, we weirdly get a conquest of Cameroon, of all places, which I might as well take. It's kind of free for us to do. I don't think Spain is going to successfully take Cyrenaica, so we might be able to grab Cyrenaica, which would be pretty handy, actually. But what I actually want to do is I want to get a new heavy cruiser designed. And you might be thinking, hang on, you designed a heavy cruiser 2 episodes ago, and I did, and those were our 9-inch cruisers, which I am pleased with, but I think we can make a slightly different type of cruiser on the rather interesting command cruiser hull, which is enormously fat, so it's immediately going to go on a diet. There we go. So the Lesbos cruisers and the Kritzis. So we go 8,550 and then 14,000. These are 1250. So these are going to replace the launchies, probably. We'll see how much they end up being. But I want to look into a potential launchy replacement. So they can do 30 knots. These guys can probably do 32. No bother. I'd prefer to get them up to 34, though. Is that impossible? Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. And these are 14,000. We're probably going to need a little bit more tonnage. We can go up to 15. So you can have quite a large cruiser. With mod cons. Now, Terrace, I have found that these get incredibly... What? Okay, these ones are incredibly expensive. And these ones are better. So that's an easy choice. Okay, they are heavier, though. And they're quite big. So we'll go with that one. No, we'll actually go with this one. I think that's... Yeah, that's the only one that really fits. It looks right for the hull, but the guns are going to be tiny. Rocket is working on this. And 12 base accuracy, 15, 16, 17. These are very, very good, but very expensive. So we'll go with this one. And I'll stick a funnel on of some sort. They would only need one funnel. I'll probably stick a second one on. And these guys are going to use our brand new Mark 5 11-inch guns. So, unlike the Kritzis cruisers, these guys are going to be for destroying other heavy cruisers, or at least that is my aim. Yeah, let's go for something like that. I may end up shortening the Citadel because we have a lot of space currently. And I know that's not ideal, but the weight savings do make up for it. That's quite a thick part of it. Is there one... Is there one smaller that's not ridiculous? Yeah. Let's try that one. What I could do, though, given that it has 11-inch main guns, or will hopefully have 11-inch main guns, maybe we can do something interesting with secondary guns. Yeah, we could have a 5-inch gun firing over the top, potentially, on each side. And then a couple of side-mounted 5s. Which, for some reason on this side, are the wrong way around. So that gives us some nice kind of lighter firepower, and then probably just, yeah, some light AA. These would be dual purpose on a real life ship. Looks a bit awkward right now, but I'll probably, yeah, go massively overweight and have to come back and edit the ship anyway. Because to get these, to armor against these guns, well, what's the maximum a heavy cruiser can carry? 10-inch gun, 10 inches of armor, right? Which is pretty good, actually. And we're going to need, oh gosh, surprisingly thick deck armor, but I'm probably going to go for 4-inch. We're probably going to go, could go soft cap, but let's go cap ballistic. Just funsies. Yeah, let's go 2-inch for aft and superstructure. Oops. Deck armor. Let's go 1.5. Towers, yes. Even 12, that would be pretty good. 9. Yep. Massively overweight. Absolutely massively overweight. I will lengthen the secondary guns. And then we'll look at the reasons we are 30% overweight. Bulkheads, tower. Actually, engines are down here. So it's, well, they are very expensive, though. Bloody hell. Extremely expensive. So these are not going to be able to do 34 knots. How about 32 knots? Yeah, that cuts down on the price a fair bit. I think that is probably the largest item. Anti-torpedo is pretty expensive as well. Just an expensive machine. Right, I will accept losing a 11-inch gun in return for a... Is there not like a super short version of that? Have another 5-inch gun. We'll move this back. Move this back. So we're not going to be ideal on that, but we need to Shorten that citadel to try and get the weight under control. Maybe I don't need the 2 funnels anymore. No, I don't. We're slightly forward weight offset, so I'm just going to take those off temporarily. We're going to... Oh, for fuck's sake. That's what I didn't want to happen. Pop that there. Pop that there. There. And... Oh, actually, I don't think we need the side guns anymore. Now that we've got 3 centre lines. Again, weight saving. Hilariously small 2-inch gun. It does look like a 5-incher should go there, doesn't it? But it doesn't make a lot of sense to have them, but do you know what? We'll go with it. I'll get rid of the 2-inch altogether. Now we're at 118. Hull, bulkheads, tower. Interesting. The tower is very, very heavy. These towers are more expensive but lighter. Perhaps we do need to use this. But then I won't be able to use my centerline 5-inch. Oh, I can do wing 5s. That seems pretty crazy, but yeah. Really, I do sometimes wonder about how the game thinks. Oh, we can also make the ship even more compact. %. Not if we include the wing mounts, but they can fire forward. Oh, go on. No, only one of them. Maybe not the 5s. But I think 5s are probably what we want to use. They look funky up there. Yeah, we could get rid of the 5s altogether and just have like 3-inch guns or something. I mean, shortening the ship again. It would let me get underweight, though. Of course, the other thing I haven't done is adjust range or bulkheads. Oh, that is tempting, actually. Don't think they do. I think you're lying to me, game. And then let's get some 3-inch... Fuck it. Quads. Just as... kind of... Just kind of stick them in there. Weirdly, they count as being unarmoured, even though they don't look it to me. Now some 3-inch guns on the side. And we are underway. Finally. God damn, are these expensive, though. How much do they compare to a battleship? Okay, our actual recent battleships, they are significantly less than, but they are pretty expensive compared to everything else. They are very slightly less than a full-on battlecruiser that's faster and has bigger guns. But of course, this is quite a nice hull. Didn't talk about it. It has plus 40 damage control, which is pretty huge, and it's very, very stable. So I'm not sure I'm going to build too many of these, to be honest. Also, yeah, look, that forward weight offset is pretty bad. I'm going to move some of the stuff back a bit. Point one. I can live with point one. It is very, very minimal. Like, super minimal. I don't think you'd ever see a ship like this in real life. With the guns, superstructure, all kind of perched in the middle. Just acres of deck space back here. Would be perfect for a modern conversion, because you could put a helicopter. Like, you could put a helicopter deck back here. But, yeah, it's a big old empty ship. Expensive. Very expensive. Maybe I will actually not build too many of these. Because originally I was thinking 5 to completely replace the launchies, but the launchies are cheap. So I think I'm just going to build 3 of these, and we're going to keep the launchies around. That's my plan. Right, how's research here going? Right, we don't need Mark 512s. We'll take that off. Mark 515s will be useful for doing refits. But what I really want are Mark 4 18-inch guns, because I have a plan. Because, yeah, British ships with 16-inch guns that we know are very, very nasty, we need some way to deal with that. So that is what I'm going to do. But that will be in the future. Well, I've got fed up with Germany and decided to declare war on them anyway. Good stuff. Stop doing that, Britain. Please stop doing that. Are we still positive with them? Yes, we are. That's fine. So, now we're all with Germany. Do they have a fleet to respond with? No, apparently not. So, that's very boring. I have several battleships down here doing things. So, we don't have the entire fleet ready, but we will head up to presumably... Actually, we can split, can't we? I'm going to send 2 to Oslo. And I'm going to send... Oops. And I'm going to send the other 2 towards Bergen. They don't have a fleet. I probably don't need to increase this. Everyone's on limited, which is not what I want. We will need everybody. I said we will need everybody on sea control, I'm afraid, which is quite expensive. But I still have some money left over, so that's fine. We'll go and see if the Germans can pull some ships out of their bottoms. We'll take Norway and then probably try and take Kiel and shut this down, and then see if we can take Western Germany. Oh, hello. Yeah, I think, yes, we are at war with Russia as well. Excellent. And guess what? I'm allied with France. So F you, Russia. We'll continue to take southern Norway. I think what we then need to do is we need to move down here to take eastern Denmark and probably eastern Germany as well, and move up the Baltic and roll up all of this. Although you would expect me to say, hey, let's go for the Black Sea Fleet. What do they have here? Oh, they do actually have a fleet here. Okay, we need to deal with that. Okay, you two. Move back to Constantinople. Let's assemble a little fleet to go after them. We've got a heavy cruiser there. We've got a bunch of the older heavy cruisers here, which could go over there, but no, we'll try and be a bit sensible here. Destroyers over there. These are mostly P-class though, right? Yeah, P-class. We have a heavy cruiser in the area. Let's move that one over there. Where are all the lights? Game has put them somewhere funny. Where has it put all my light cruisers? Yeah, there's two of them here. Let's move one this way. There's a heavy cruiser there. It's a very funny place to put a heavy cruiser. Oh, yeah, I don't need all of these light cruisers. Let's get this one. Move the drone on across. Scatter them. Yeah. Put them in silly places. That's fine. We'll just concentrate it back up again. Actually go in with a mixed fleet for once. Any others? Not here. Probably some randomly hanging out in the Pacific. That is also a common issue. Keep forgetting we own Pearl Harbor. No. Nothing there. Nothing there. Good. If you put them in South America, probably... No. Good. Right. Yeah, that should do. That should be enough. And yeah, we've got some from here. I'll move, let's say, 3 of them. And we'll see if we get some battles going. Well, as the machine spins up, we have a battle. The Saratov class battlecruiser, lead ship of the class. 32 knots or near enough, it makes no difference. And 6 17-inch guns. Fancy. Against one of our most powerful battleships, we also have 2 of the brand new destroyers, one of which is from Romania. And an older one as well. They have a couple of light cruisers, which do have a lot of torpedoes. So I can't be stupid about it. But that means we have sonar set with us. They're on screen, that's absolutely fine. Actually, you get to do a battle for the first time in ages. Time to restore a little bit of honour to the Greek Navy, I feel. Nice to see a Romanian ship. Right. Oh, we're already opening fire. Oh, looks great at the front, and then the back is very disappointing. 17-inch Mark IIs. Oh, okay. Armour is good, but not the latest and greatest. It is Group 3. Standard. Yeah, it's not bad, actually. I mean, you could have just gotten rid of this and moved this back to save some weight. You could have moved these somewhere more sensible and save some weight, but yeah, it's fine, honestly. We can go through it at about 15,000 meters out, though. So they're going to need to be careful here. Starting off with high explosive. I don't mind that. Try and get the range. I'm going to make sure that the main guns stay on the battlecruiser. The lights... Oh, they're much newer. Oh, they're quite nasty. 6-inch main belt. Pretty good. They carry 7-inch Mark 5s. Also very good. 23-inch standard torps. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Do not underestimate those light cruisers. Oh, we got a hit. Let's switch up to AP then. Went right through whatever it was that we hit. Need to be going more for my destroyers, which is interesting. Wonder if I can tempt out the enemy cruisers to fire their torpedoes. Do they carry a reload? Oh, they do. They carry multiple reloads. Do a torpedo run, because they are coming in quite aggressively here. Oof, bloody hell, that bounced off. Insane. Right, you're fired. Go join the other one. Who is also firing. At their own, at the Allied destroyer. Go full ahead. Oh no. Smoke. Jesus Christ. Toy, what are you doing? Actually, what are you doing? Yeah, you just sunk one of our own destroyers. Ah, but we did tempt the enemy out to fire theirs, which is good. We did lose that destroyer. Enemy battlecruiser is doing a good job avoiding those torpedoes. I wonder... Oh no, they got hit. Lovely. Actually, that says they hit their own destroyer. Oh, okay, it's going around, I guess. Right, you can fire. Smoke. These are not quite as dangerous. Good job, and pull back. You're firing at the cruiser. Well, actually, I don't hate that, I suppose. We do need to get rid of them. Yeah, they took a reasonable amount of damage. One torpedo's missing. Trying to finish off the Romanians. Speed up a bit. I think they're going to get that. Here they are. This range, you should be firing at the big ship. Ah, deck hit. There you go. It was blocked, but there you go. Proof that we are getting deck hits again. Good, good. Yeah, 13 kilometers. We're not going to have much in the way of deck pen. And they have a 4-inch main deck. Oh, that was a good hit, though. Forward deck pen. They're rolled towards me. Wondering why you are not getting deck hits, it's because I am running a slightly alpha version of DIP. I'm working on the 1.3.4 release, but want to wait until I've checked things out. Saratov can no longer fire by the looks of it. Stuff. No sign of deck skipping either, which is this is the exact scenario where it would happen. So, very good job to the Duke. Does seem to have fixed deck hits finally. It's only taken a few years for us to fix what the devs broke in the very last update. We got there in the end. How's her flooding? Yeah, she's still got a compartment unflooded. Might be better off switching up to the light cruisers at this point. So they do have the torpedoes reloaded. We're outside their torpedo range currently, though. And one thing that's very unfortunate for those light cruisers is we have 7-inch guns on the side here. They're not Mark 5s, only Mark 4s, but still, yeah, there you go. Big hit. 6 inches of armour is very good for a light cruiser. I'm also cheesing the game a little bit because they are in formation with the Saratov, which is obviously going very, very slowly, which is making the cruisers much easier to hit. But also not unrealistic. Saratov is currently unable to fire back. So I don't think it's, you know, too terrible of me. Oh my word. Horrible hit. Not enough to sink her. That is, though. Right. Oh, they've managed to get some shells out. Probably because they were end on to me. Might need to finish the Saratov off, actually. She's gone on top of her flooding, and that big hit to the cruiser will give them something to worry about for a bit. Continue plinking away with the 7s. Take that. This section here, unflooded. But I think the bulkhead's failed somewhere. Down she goes. Good. See if we can't run down that cruiser. Don't think she'll be able to make more than 30 knots currently. And she is running away very sensibly. Whoa. Oh, caught in the turn. That is bad. This is, of course, without radar-assisted gunnery. The battleships don't have that yet. Nice hit. And put away right as she launched torpedoes. But those are not going to get a chance to hit. Very good job by the Cato. Brave stuff by the Romanians. Did they do any damage? Yeah, they did. I think. No, they didn't. Almost nothing. Tatoy did, but that was a hit on what? It was a hit on one of the... Yeah, so Destroyer's pretty pathetic showing. Thank you to the Talon, who torpedoed their own battlecruiser, though. No. We're going to fight to the end, thanks. Sure. Oh, and we have some fights, too. Oh, well. can look forward to that. Oh, God. In the next episode. Not this one. This one seems a little bit... Oh, maybe it's not a push. That's a very old battleship. Still probably a bit risky to take it on with cruisers, but we could probably sink the transports and then run away. This one... Romania might be losing some more destroyers there. And this is a bit more interesting. There's a Kritzis gets a chance to go against a Minion. Ooh, 18.8. 18.8! Bloody hell. It is slow, though. And that is going well. Okay, good. Good stuff. Well, finally, some action. And you can look forward to all of that action in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.